Good morning. Welcome to my channel. We are your them. Today I want to talk about a little bit about Project 24. And since I brought it up in my last video, I don't know that much about it, and I don't know if it's still going on. But I listened to Jennifer Bielik talk about transhumanism, and that's what I'm seeing with Project 2045. And it was started in 2011. Show you a little, I don't know if my phone turns it around. Okay. Initiative is a project founded by Russian billionaire Dmitry Istokov to develop cybernetic immortality and improve humanity. The project's timeline includes the following. From 2015 to 2020, develop an avatar that can be remotely controlled by a brain-computer interface. And I believe that's what Elon Musk has with the Neuralink. And then from 2020 to 2025, which is where we are now, create an autonomous life support system for human brain linked to a robot. And I don't know, the Neuralink. And then from 2030 to 2035, create a computer model of the brain and consciousness that can be transferred into an artificial carrier. And then in 2040 to 2045, create a holographic avatar. So they want to get rid of death and aging. Itzkov's goal is to eliminate aging and death and to overcome the limits of the human body. He believes that humans will eventually be able to take on AI forms that can exist in bodies on other planets or within the internet. So they'll take all of you, put you into a little teeny tiny little trip, and then they can transfer you wherever you want to go or wherever they want you to go. This stuff is just really bizarre. And there hasn't been much talk of it lately. And so I don't know where they're going with it, but with the trans and kids, another thing I wanted to show you. This came up on my Facebook, and I had a reply, but it was on my local Facebook, so I'm not into getting in a bunch of little sneaky wars with anybody in my town. You know, you think about it, someplace you go to pay a bill, they know who you are, but you don't know who they are. Oh, I don't know if I saved my comment. Let's see. I don't know that I did. Oh, I did save it. Okay. So this is the, oops. Oh, and I want to see if I come in better focus like that. Um, that was the meme. Huh. Well, maybe that'll look better on there than it does. Other people just hold it right up there and it comes right into, I got this new camera. It's got a microphone on it, a light, everything for $179. I'm still learning how to use it. Anyways, it says, pride isn't about turning straight kids into queer kids. Pride is about not turning queer kids into dead kids. And I'd read a bunch of the comments, and then I made my own comment. And this is what I think is happening. I don't know how they're doing it, but think about it. 100 years ago, 200 years ago, if we would have told somebody we can use this little pocket device to get any information we want in the world, except for the top secret stuff, they wouldn't believe it. Just coming through the air, boom, boom, our voices. So I think they can still be doing that. And I think that CERN, I wonder if that dark energy has anything to do with it. I've got a complete conspiracy mind now, like I told you. So this is what I think is going on. It's all part of the long march through the schools. Think about it. Once they have your kid's mind concentrated on their gender and put on gender affirming hormones, they have control over your child's mind. It's about mind control in the end. MK ultra, ultra, ultra. Those children aren't going to be thinking about having a family and children of their own. They're thinking, they're not thinking about having a family or children of their own. Their only thought is going to be to serving their pharmakia alchemy god. The medications, the surgeries, the altering, the shape shifting, all of it. The killing of telling your parents that you're dead now, you're a new person. Um, I'm thinking about when Trump puts a stop to this, which I hope he does, which he better. That's why I voted for him. That and the migrants, they got to go. Uh, the parents, the parents of these kids, you know, how are they? They're going to need a lot. I don't even trust therapy anymore. They're just going to have to just say, if I knew better, I would have done better, like that quote from Maya Angelou, because I truly think that they are brainwashed. But I don't know see, that's why I say they want us to believe now that things that are not true, things that are not biologically true in nature. And so why wouldn't they try to zap your mind out and put it in a cyborg? What do they care if you are here or not? And that's another thing, the population. I was watching shows about the 2045, and they're getting quite advanced on their little robots and computers. I seen a giant robot crane in Japan that builds the buildings. I seen how they do the fields, the cows, how they milk the cows, how they bathe the goats, how they shear the goats. They put them all in machines, and it did take a person to do that. But all of this stuff is becoming automated, where the extra helpers, like for the guy that was shearing his sheep in the machine, he probably maybe would have needed a hand or two there to help him, a hired hand, a young man, uh, there's not going to be any jobs for people. That's why they need to get this transhumanism thing going, because then people won't need food. Um, anyway, so that's what I know about Project 2045. And it's kind of not a lot's going on with it that I can find, but I think it's still a thing somewhere. And Neuralink. And I think that's why they're saving all these people that are on feeding tubes and ventilators that are unconscious. Uh, they get to experiment and see what works and what doesn't work. That's what I really think. It's mind blowing to me. There's this little girl, she has a Facebook Reels. I don't know, she's about 6 and she has dementia and Alzheimer's. I'm not quite sure, but she's on a ventilator and a feeding tube. My grandma had dementia. She developed dementia, Alzheimer's, and me and my mom, we took care of her till she passed. And I can't imagine putting my grandma on a ventilator and a feeding tube when she'd lost her mind. It's a real slippery slope with the doctors and the children and the medical care and everything. And yeah, I'm just baffled about that. And I think it goes with this Project 2045 of studying the human body and knowing how they can be the gods of people. Because I did learn that alchemy has to do with medicine. I thought it only had to do with metals and gold. No, alchemy is the deal with trying to find the fountain of youth too, to live forever. And that's what it is, pharmakia and alchemy. And I'm on medicines myself. I'm not against doctors. I just think that they need to know when is enough enough. And I don't think they do. So there you go. I'll see you next time. Bye. Oh, have a happy Thanksgiving. I probably won't see you before then.